Okay, so just got out of the locker room with the guys. Obviously very disappointing. But also I thought the guys battled really hard, 16-0. We didn't come out the way we wanted to in the first half on offense, on defense. But I thought our guys battled. Holding those guys to field goals really helped us to stay in the game. And we did a good job of resetting ourselves at halftime. Offense did a heck of a job in the second half. In terms of efficiency and scoring points and getting us in position. Defense did what it had to do to put us in position to win the game as well. And then it came down to that last drive. The last drive right there. We were there at the end. They had penalty. We had penalty. So we had a bunch of penalties there. Hands to the face. We had they called a pick route on us. But we also had the DPI that put us in position. And it's knocking us out of field goal range, those penalties. And then we're there at 2nd and 20, take the sack right there. And, so we're at 36 seconds right there. And our hope was, because it was third going into fourth, that we would re-rack that play at 18 seconds, throw it in bounce, get it into the field goal range, and then call the timeout. And that's where it was, and that was our decision-making process on that. Again, we were outside the field goal range, so we needed to get a few more yards in there, as close as we can get, and then we're going to call timeout. And that's why we held that last timeout at the end of the game. So, like I said, disappointing for the players. They put a lot of work in a short week and put themselves in position to win that game. So with that, I'll take questions.
At the end, when you saw the clock tick down under 10, why didn't you call timeout?
Yeah, so right there, we liked the play that we had, and we were hoping that he was going to call it or get the ball snapped, and then we would have called timeout right there. But once it's under 7 there, then you call timeout there, then you're basically throwing the ball to the end zone. Because once it's under 12, you can't throw it inside with no timeout. And it was third going into fourth. So that's a big deal. So it was third going into fourth. That's why we wanted to preserve the timeout.
So in retrospect, how should you have handled the final sequence?
Yeah, I like what we did there. Again, once it's under 7, you're gonna call timeout there, or actually under 12, and then really you don't have an option. Because it's third to fourth, you got to throw it into the end zone then. So to me, it's I think we handled it the right way. I do believe that you just re-rack the play, get it in bounce, and call timeout, and that's why we held it, and didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
Why there were 32 seconds left when Caleb got sacked? How do you come away with only one desperation shot in the end zone that didn't really even seem to catch?
Yeah, just like I explained. We wanted to re-rack that. Like I said, get a play in bounce and then call timeout, and that's where it was. It was third into fourth going there. So.
What was the play? Because it ends up being a deep shot to Rome that lands harmless.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about specific plays, but it was a play that was going inside, and then because we had the timeout, and we would have been in field goal range then. It would have been all set.
What went wrong on the sack where Larry kind of got caught out there with 2 rushes?
Yeah, I have to look at the exact play. I got to look at the play right there. Again, I got to get to the bottom of that. I didn't see it. I saw the guy come free, and I know what the play was, but yeah, I got to look at it.
Why wasn't the ball snapped at 18 seconds?
We just got to get it. We just got to do a better job together. Just got to do a better job together to re-rack that play, get it off, and then call timeout once it's inbounds there.
So once it's at 18, is there like a time is it ticking that you could theoretically?
Yeah, you could take it down to you're taking it down there, right? So 18, and then down there, right there, and then once it gets under 12, then you got to hold on to it then. So
is this on the players for not getting it snapped?
No, it's a situation where you got to get you get the play in, right? You snap the ball, and get it off, and then we'll call timeout. That was the whole operation. We were all on the same page there. We just got to do it a little bit better.
Why did you guys have to blow a timeout prior to that? 43 seconds left, 2nd and 10. It was not to stop the clock.
Yeah. So that one there, I was on the on the offensive line in terms of the headset, and that one there, I was like, do you guys need it? Because I'll ask them that, because there's a lot of times because there's an emotion going there, and we know it's going to be a delay. We did not want to take a delay that would kick us out of the kick line there or move it back any farther. So I took it there.
Why is it getting to that point though, where a timeout is necessary to avoid delay in a critical moment like that? Why are things not better organized and moving better?
Yeah, I mean, it was the play got in. There was emotion to it. Obviously the crowd noise, all those things, and when it gets to 5 there, then I ask him, hey, if you need it, let me know. Because there was motion there, and so we did need it, and I called it.
Matt, how much of the blame do you take for this loss?
Well, I'm the head football coach, so I'm taking the blame, of course. That's what you do. So we didn't get it done. It starts at the top, and it starts right here. So accountability is right here with me. And, again, we just got to do it better, and I got to do it better. And I was proud of the guys the way they fought, and they did a good job putting themselves in position.
Do you think the end was more a case of you not preparing your players for this critical moment, or was it the way you just handled the moment as a coach?
Yeah, I just think that we're there in the moment. We just got to handle it better. We got to handle it better. And we're right there. Again, there were some penalties there at the end. We were in position to score. We had a hands to the face. I think that was a pretty costly one. Then we just got to do a better job not taking negative plays, but it's got to be I think it starts right here. It starts with me.
Down 16-0, you get the touchdown. What was the thought process in kicking an extra point instead of going for 2?
Yeah, just to make it a 1 score, right? We didn't get that done, but then it was still 10, I believe. Is that right? So at that point, but it was in the 4th quarter, so in our chart that was go for 2.
Matt, throughout the losing streak, you've been saying, I need to do a better job, I need to do a better job. Are you concerned about your job security at this point?
Yeah, this is the NFL. And I know where it is, and I'm just going to put my best foot forward, and I'm going to get to work and keep grinding. So that's what we do.
Do you expect that you will stay on as coach this coming week?
Like I said, I'm just going to keep grinding and working, and that's what I do.
Matt, a couple players said that you didn't have like the normal post-game meeting in the locker room where you addressed the team. Is that true? And what would have been the motivation?
No, we typically bring it up for prayer, right? We brought it up for prayer, and that's what we did, and we broke it down like we normally do. So it was same operation.
Was there a message that you delivered to them post-game?
Yeah, I said I know it's hard, I know it's difficult. We still have a lot to be thankful for, and that was it. And then we just broke it down.
There's a couple players in there who are shaken in their confidence in you. How do you address them?
Yeah, I would just say that we got to pull together. We just got to keep pulling together, keep believing in each other. I know these games are tight. Losing by 1, losing by 3 a couple times. Losing by 5, losing by 6. I get that, right? But we're right there. We're right there, and we just got to keep plugging along, and it's going to crack. It's one more crack of the hammer, and it's going to crack. And the guys keep believing, keep fighting, and we're right there.
Thanks, guys.